You have never missed a payment in your life. Nobody at your job knows that. 2 in the morning. The laptop screen is the only light in the room. You open the banking app. You close it. You open it again. There is a number at the top of the screen. You already know it. You check anyway. No one else is awake to see this. No one else has ever seen this. That is the whole story. You already know it, and you are about to watch it happen again. Good with money does not look like confidence. It looks exactly like this: alone, checking, saying nothing. You built a system. A spreadsheet with 3 tabs. A rule for every dollar before it lands. You have never once needed reminding. You have never asked anyone how to do this. You also have never told anyone you do this. Your coworker, Ryan, leases a car the color of a wine bottle. Ryan tips loud at lunch. Ryan says the market is easy right now, like it belongs to him. Ryan buys a round of drinks on a random Thursday. No reason at all. The whole table cheers his name, like he just closed something enormous. Ryan is winning. Everyone can see it. You cannot see what you have. That is the part no one warns you about. You do not know it yet. The silence protecting your money is starting to isolate you, is cutting you off from everyone who could actually help you keep it. Alone was never the problem. Silence was. At the first tier, the mechanic is simple and almost no one uses it. An automatic transfer moves money the same day your paycheck lands. It happens before you ever see the full number. You never decide to save. You remove the decision entirely. Ryan decides every day. Ryan decides to spend and feels powerful doing it. You decided once. You have not had to decide since. That is the gap. He gets to feel like he is choosing. You already chose. No one claps for the choice you do not have to make twice. At the office birthday lunch, someone asks what you did last weekend. You say nothing much. You do not mention the 3 hours spent reconciling accounts alone on a Saturday. It felt like the only honest way to spend it. They laugh at something Ryan says. You laugh half a second late. Verdict: the quietest tier of wealth is the one nobody claps for. You do not know it yet. The second tier will cost you more than money. It will cost you the last person who might ask if you were okay. The second tier is where the real mechanic hides. Every account in only your name is one no one else can access. No one else can help with it or inherit it without a fight. Without a named beneficiary, that account can freeze for months in probate, untouched by anyone who actually needs it. A joint account, a named beneficiary, a single conversation with someone you trust, these are not romantic gestures. They are structural protections. You have none of them. You tell yourself this is temporary. You have told yourself that for 2 years. Your sister calls. She asks if you are doing okay financially. You say you are fine. You are not lying. You're also not answering. Alone was never the problem. Silence was. Ryan gets engaged. The office throws him a small party. The cake says congratulations in blue icing. Someone asks if you are seeing anyone. You say you have been busy. You have also been alone with a number that keeps growing. No one to hand it to if something happened to you tonight. Verdict: a one-person system has a single point of failure, you. At the third tier, the pain sharpens. Financial tipping points do not announce themselves. There is a specific mechanic most people miss. Once your emergency fund crosses 6 months of expenses, advisors say stop hoarding cash. Start directing the surplus into something that grows. Almost no one at this stage knows that. You do not either. So the money sits. Safe. Silent. Doing nothing. A high-yield account and a checking account are not the same tool. A checking account pays close to nothing. A high-yield account can pay meaningfully more. Left uncompared for a year, that gap becomes real money, quietly gone. No notification tells you what it costs to not know. You have optimized every dollar. You never once asked anyone if the plan itself still makes sense. This is the part where you have learned something most people never learn. You did it with no one checking your work. That also means no one is there to catch what you missed. Ryan asks you for advice at lunch. He says he heard you were good with this stuff. You tell him 3 things. He writes nothing down. He will forget by Friday. You go home and write down nothing either. There is no one to write it down for. You do not know it yet. The emptiest room in your life is not your apartment. It is the space where a second opinion should be. A man from your building, Frank, catches you in the elevator. Your banking app is still open on your phone. He glances at it once and looks away, polite. He says the people who never ask for help are not the strongest ones. They are just the ones nobody has checked on yet. You do not answer him. The doors open. He is gone before you think of anything to say back. You spend the rest of the ride up wondering how a stranger saw it. Your own family never asked. Ryan misses a car payment. He laughs it off at his desk. He says it happens to everyone, that the bank will sort out. He says it like a man who has never once sat with a number. Not at 2 in the morning. You have never missed a payment in your life. You also have never once let anyone see the folder where you track them. Verdict: discipline with no witness is still discipline, but it is also still a secret. The lowest point comes on a Tuesday. Your mother is in the hospital for a procedure. It turns out to be nothing serious. For 6 hours you do not know that. You sit in a waiting room with your phone in your hand. You realize you do not know who you would call. Not if something happened to you the way it just happened to her. You have a plan for every dollar. You do not have a single name written down for any of it. Alone was never the problem. Silence was. You do not know it yet. Sitting in this plastic chair is the moment everything turns. Because the silence that felt like control was never control. It was just quiet. And quiet is not the same thing as safe. Your mother is fine. You drive home past midnight and open the banking app one more time. Same gesture. Same light on your face. Except now the number does not feel like proof of anything. The lowest point was never about the balance. It was about who did not know it existed. Here is the reversal you did not see coming. The discipline was never the mistake. The system was never the mistake. The mistake was building a fortress with exactly one door. Never once handing anyone the key. Ryan, it turns out, was never actually winning. His car gets repossessed in October. He tells the office it was his choice. That he is downsizing. That it is smart right now. No one believes him. Everyone already knew. He sits at his desk that afternoon, quieter than anyone has ever seen him. For the first time in this story, no one is watching him at all. He looked better than you for most of this story. He was never actually ahead. Verdict: people who perform well finance the performance. People who hide it finance their own isolation. The following week you do 3 things you have never done. You add your sister as a beneficiary. You tell her the actual number, out loud, for the first time. You say it fast, like ripping something off. She does not laugh. She does not judge. She just says thank you for telling me. Frank sees you in the elevator again. This time you speak first. You do not know it yet. This small, ordinary exchange will matter more than every spreadsheet tab you have built. Alone was never the problem. Silence was. 2 in the morning. The laptop screen is the only light in the room. You open the banking app. You do not close it this time. There is a number at the top of the screen. It is the same number it was at the start of this story. It has never once meant less than it does right now.